Welcome to the 603 Club podcast, our second episode. Today we will be talking about the 2020 rookie class and how it's really evolving the NBA at this point. We're going to also be talking about the star players in the NBA, basically what they've been doing from the start, making it a franchise as it is. And we'll also be talking about, is Karl Anthony Towns going to be better next season or is he going to be worse? We don't know, but we're going to talk about it. So, first subject is the 2020 rookie class. Now, Zion Williamson, scoring 23.6 points a game, 6.8, my chair is very, very squeaky, and doing 6.8 rebounds. He's a power forward who knows how to really, play bully ball. Always stealing the ball from player. What do you think about
when we talk about the assist rating on a 2.2, he's hogging the ball a little bit.
It's not the best. But another man who is really carrying the Memphis Grizzlies, I cannot speak, is Ja Morant, as Flight likes to call him, Jay Morant. Scoring 17
Don't worry,
points.
he'll be calling him Ja by June.
For his position, scoring 17.6 points a game, that's almost like an average rookie. Like, look at Andrew Wiggins when he came into the NBA, coming out with almost 9 points a game, but his rebounds and assists were phenomenal. It really does help the franchise of the Grizzlies, especially making it to 50 years of having that team. But to have guys like, Zach Randolph, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol, Paul Gasol, one of the brothers on the team, it really does help the NBA in showing what they can do. But thinking about what these two are doing now, just think about what they can do in the future in the NBA.
Yeah, but back on the topic of Zion Williamson on the New Orleans Pelicans, think about what it would be like if Zion was on the team a year earlier.
Oh, it would be... I think that would be really insane. I think Anthony Davis would actually stay on the team because you're working with a new person. You're working with new material. He was working with people and playing basketball, people who were, their IQ wasn't there. But Zion is there. And
if Lonzo was there too, Lonzo, Anthony Davis, and Zion.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a future all-star team. And Zion Williamson, the fact that next season he could be a all-star, that's a big thing. But what I think supported Zion was how he was brought up middle school. Scouts were already looking at him. High school, more word. You got something on your lips, sir. And then college, Duke University, people like Kyrie Irving, look what he's done.
Yeah.
Look at Jason Tatum. I've never seen a man. He's going to win most approved player of the year, no doubt. Just because of the fact that he was scoring 15 points a game, turning that into 30-point games, 20-point games, game-winning games. I was at the game with the New York Knicks when he hit literally a post spin move to win that game with 0.2 on the second, 0.2 left in the game. I don't know how you feel about him, but I think he's going to be, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I think so. But he's going to be one of the people on our next topic, star players.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, and we can actually cut to that right now. Star players in the NBA right now, LeBron, that man's goated already. Yeah. I'm not on the LeBron bandwagon thing, but, he is going to be playing until he passes Karl Malone's scoring record. He beat how many people in that record this season? 2? Kobe. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, Kareem's first.
Oh, I thought it was Karl Malone. False information.
He'll be going until he passes Kareem.
Yeah.
Because Karl's second.
And another topic about LeBron is his son coming into the NBA in a couple more seasons.
LeBron James Jr.
What I think LeBron should do is take some time to think if he wants to play with his son or try to get him to the Lakers. Because you already know, if LeBron's on a team, and it doesn't matter what team, he's going to try to get his son on the same team. But my thing is, can Bronny Jr. put up with everyone who's playing at that team once LeBron leaves?
We'll see.
I surely hope we do. Now we have people like Cole Anthony, who's going to be in the NBA draft. LaMelo Ball, I think he's going to be getting drafted.
Maybe to the Pelicans.
I would not want to see those two brothers go at it, though.
I mean, the dream team back in high school.
Yeah, when they had everybody, but one of those brothers had to mess up and steal in China because it's a nice place in China, but you don't got to steal from it. But like I said, LaMelo being drafted, that's a hard decision because he's very overrated because of his father. His father brought him up in a way that you have a kid who is in high school, not even in middle school, who pointed at the half-court line and made 4 of them in a row. I don't know how a kid can do that. I mean, when we were at the park today, how many? I hit 2 in a row, which was crazy. But how do you feel about LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo's he's gonna be good. He's probably gonna be in the rookie Rising Stars game.
Oh, he has to, just because of the name.
Yeah.
But for a skinny kid like him, look what happened, like, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, whatever his name is. That's what we're going to call him. He was a big man, and he just dropped down 33 pounds during quarantine. And all that. I think that's going to really affect the way he plays, just because he's a big guy. You need a big body to play center position. But him being very thin now, that's going to really affect him because he's not going to be getting that leverage he used to get. But I think it's a big problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem for him.
Our beef in my seat is so, squeaky today. But yeah, this season has been crazy. I wish the coronavirus and Rudy Gobert and everyone in the organization did not happen because these guys would still be playing and being used to that, fire that they like, the adrenaline rush that they use to play every game as their hardest. Like the game against Celtics versus Rockets, for example. They went into, I don't even think they went into an overtime. I think we won the game. But with that Jaylen Brown, how Jason Tatum and his basketball IQ soars through the roof. IQ 100 man over here, And he is passing the ball around so many times that his assists are going up. Rebounds up. Points definitely up. This is what I mean by most improved player of the year. I'm talking about a man who's been scoring 15 to 20, now scoring 25 to 30. I'm ready to see him score a 40-point game.
Yeah.
What is left on the list? Karl Anthony Towns. Is he going to be better or worse than the NBA after his mom's passing due to COVID-19?
I think that's going to give him a big boost to try harder, do his best, always stay healthy.
Mm-hmm. It's really going to be a life changer. For him, but I think that he's actually going to do better in the NBA after this happens, just because he's going to be the guy, and he's going to be that leader. He was used to Derrick Rose being on the team, which he still is on the team. Andrew Wiggins being traded to Golden State.
Yep.
But I think Karl Anthony Towns is going to realize he's either going to be very sad and have a mental health issue, or he can't play because his mindset's not right, or he's gonna just deal with it, and the next season for him is gonna be for his mom. Because I don't know if the Timberwolves are in the playoffs this season, but if they are and he's playing, he's gonna really step up his game. Or it's a pro and con thing. How do you feel about it?
I think he's definitely gonna do better because if you lost something that meant a lot to you, like a family member or a close friend, I think that would give you the boost to try harder, make sure that you're doing this for that person, and just see how far he can get.
I do agree. It's a very hard subject to talk about because I don't think anyone wants to lose their level or someone they really care about. But in his perspective, he even told SportsCenter, ESPN, he is stepping his game up. He is going to be improving, and I think so too. Just because, for a big man, his 3-point rating is phenomenal. Like I wish I had that, but I can't because I'm not in the NBA like them. But how do you feel about the big man shooting a 3?
It's weird, honestly.
That's fair.
Sure. I don't. There's not a lot of big men who can shoot 3. For example, like Shaq made 1 3 during his career.
Shaq, I think he was drafted because of his body and how tall he was and how Zion Williamson reminds me of Shaquille O'Neal almost, just because they both came in the NBA very, they were bulked up. Zion's a big kid, and he, like I said, he could play bully ball. Shaquille O'Neal did it too, but he liked to break the backboard. And he's done it how many times in the game? Like, it's insane.
I think he's broke the backboard like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and there's videos of him in high school and playing in the YMCA's and all that, dunking and shattering their rim. When kids who are Zion's height can barely dunk. It's almost like Nate Robinson almost, the way he came in the NBA,
Yeah.
But all those guys still deserve their spot. And the rookies this year kind of bother me, but they're phenomenal carrying this franchise on their back. But what else is happening is most of the names that you heard, Luka Doncic, he was a very underrated player. Trae Young was still on, he was having a name for himself. Luka made a name for himself in the NBA. That's what I like to see. But there are a lot of players nowadays who just use the name. Like RJ Barrett, I haven't heard that he's done anything crazy. But him and Zion, the only thing I'd seen on SportsCenter, ESPN, anything related was Zion and RJ, crazy assists. If that duo ever happens, I'd like to see that in a rookie game. I'd like to see that in an all-star game. Because that is going to be a game changer.
I'd like to see that in a regular game.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it on the Celtics, and I'm sure you'd love to see it on the Lakers. I'm a big Celtics guy. I like the franchise. I'm happy that I was born in Massachusetts. Even though someone over here is born from Mass also and likes the LA Lakers. I don't know. I mean, Larry Bird took a lot of rings for Magic, and sorry. How many rings do the Lakers have?
Yeah, not without Bill Russell behind.
Hey, Bill Russell, his hand weighs 10 pounds with them rings on.
That's what everyone can say about Brady until now.
Oh, I know. Tom Brady, on the other hand, I could see this being a really good game if it's Buccaneers, Patriots, because we just got Cam Newton for only $1 million for a year. That is usually what almost like a coach gets, not even. They get way more. And you could tell he's playing it for the sport and not for the money if he's asking for $1 million. Because how is he supposed to get those Lamborghinis, get those, he must be doing a lot of commercials and sponsoring things. Madden 22 over here, just can't do it. Speaking about video games, how do you feel about Dame Lillard, a EA Sports cover athlete, going to 2K and covering 2K21?
I think that's going to be a good thing. Maybe next year, RJ Barrett, if he makes it big, or as we were talking about earlier, Karl Anthony Towns.
I do agree. Karl Anthony Towns, he's almost like a leader. He does things for the people because he cares about them. Yeah. And this man, I've never seen a kid work so hard, being as a rookie, starting in almost every game. That's a big improvement. Zion, on the other chance, it took LeBron James 10 years to be a cover athlete, but it's only taken Zion 19 games, 19 2K games, and 19 games in the regular season to literally be a cover athlete. I do like that they're doing Kobe for the deluxe edition. I want to see how my park's going to play out in the My Career mode.
Yeah.
Just because this year's My Career mode I liked, but I kind of didn't.
Yeah.
It was very like activated. Like if you pick this, you lose fans. If you did pick the right answer, I'd rather you pick the right answer, what you want to answer with. I like the way they're doing the badges and how to earn them.
Mm-hmm.
I still wish though they should add a feature that you can kind of like buy a boost for your badges. Because you remember I was playing 2K and it took me almost 4 hours or something of playing NBA 2K to get that full meter for playmaking.
Yeah.
But 2K is a very good game. We're not really big fans. You started playing the EA Sport, the NBA Live games. I'm a very big 2K guy. I've been playing since 2K, I think 9. Yeah, 2K9 with Kevin Garnett on the cover because I started him and he was my favorite NBA player ever until he went to the Timberwolves back in his hometown. But who was your favorite cover athlete so far?
I would say Allen Iverson, but there's like 5 of those. So
Yeah, Allen Iverson covered the first 5 games.
I'd say Kevin Durant from 2K15.
Yes, Kevin Durant. If that just trio can come back together of Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, them coming back to OKC with Victor Oladipo. Oh my God, that's a whole starting line of.
It's like Golden State, but
It's
a bit better.
Yeah, it's almost like. But this year, what I'm seeing is it's not trios anymore that are popular. It's actually duos. Because look at the season: Paul George, Kawhi, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kyrie, Durant. The Celtics. That's a big 5. Like they all work together.
And then Taco.
Taco, my man Taco Fall is so overrated now, but I'm happy he is.
I almost met him.
Almost. I went to go see the game. It was Utah versus Celtics, and Taco, like Brad Stevens, like come on, and Taco stands up, and I've never heard a arena shake or felt it from the roar of the crowd chanting Taco, Taco. I'm like, this is phenomenal. I've never seen this before. Anything you want to add on that?
No.
How much time do we have left?
I don't know. I think that should be it.
That should be it. Once again, this was the 603 Club podcast. Our second episode. We post skits Monday, podcast Wednesday, and if you do follow our Instagram, what's our Instagram?
603.club.
And with that, if you follow us, we will be doing live stream of us maybe playing video games, a Q&A, challenges. We could make a challenge video.
I made a mistake. It's 603_club. I thought it was .club.
Scratch that. You heard the man. Once again, the 603 Club podcast, second episode. Skits Monday, podcast Wednesday. We do go live on our Instagram, 603_club. You could follow our mains. Next podcast, we'll be saying our main account. And yeah, that's really it. Peace.
Peace out.